Cricket was obviously one of my most loved sports. Not many people know I was into roller skating and badminton as well. So there came a time where I had to choose one of those sports, and I like cricket a lot more because it was purely because it was a team environment, and the thrill of winning as a team, and having each other's back and things like that is something that's very dear to me. I was very lucky as a child growing up that my parents understood sport or encouraged me to play sport, because I knew if I was ever doing anything, it would be sport related, because I wasn't great with when it comes to the books and academically, so I stood no chance there. My dad played a bit of cricket, so he used to talk to me about his generation players and how they played and all, and those are very fascinating stories. So my mom's also played volleyball, so you can call it a sporting background. So yeah, they've just been like the pillars for me. If not for them, obviously I would never be here or anywhere close to playing in an IPL. And so Shreyas, the opener, was almost until I played Ranji Trophy cricket, first class cricket. Shreyas, the leg spinner, was not very far away from, since I played first class cricket. I didn't bowl too much until my under 17s, under 19s. Until then, I got a lot of runs in the under 16 state, and I got 2 fifers I think as well. But I got 2 big hundreds, and I was more excited about the hundreds because at that time I was more of a batsman. Rahul sir called me up, and then he told me that he would give me a bat. But when I went and received the bat from him, he said, "I really wish I could give you a pair of shoes, because you would need that more for your bowling than your batting." And at that point of time, I was obviously a little taken aback. And then Rahul sir told me, if you want to play Ranji Trophy and upwards, you have to take your bowling more seriously, because that's what's going to make you play the next level. At that time, obviously, I did not take it too well, or I was a little hurt at that time. But obviously, he's Rahul Dravid for a reason, and he probably foresaw it in the future. And here I am playing as a bowler who could bat a few years later. Sports is something that it's obviously comes with a lot of highs and lows. So there's so many ups and downs so consistently or so often that you kind of really learn how to deal with failure, and more importantly success. Irrespective of success or failure, try and be very balanced, and try and focus on what you have to do, and try and do the best that you can do. And eventually, if you look at it in a span of many years, it's going to balance out, and it's definitely going to come back in your favor if you're putting in the right work the right way. The IPL has played a very big role in terms of giving me the exposure alongside so many of the modern greats, under people or with players that I've adored watching on TV. Obviously, at first I was like, this is not real. When I played my first IPL, like, I couldn't believe I was sharing a dressing room with those great names. I think one of the best things is people are very open to learning from me as well. Like, even if I have to share something with, for example, Kane or Nicholas Puran, they still take it from me and they give it a thought. You just go back a so much completed cricketer, if I could say that, post every IPL. My biggest role models growing up was Rahul Dravid sir and Anil sir. I've adored the way they played their cricket, and I've been very fortunate growing up that I could meet them. So I like them even more because of the people they are off the field. When I was working with Anil sir, he makes you feel like you are one of the best bowlers in the comp, and it's very hard for a person to communicate that to a person who's just playing his first IPL, because I was 19 or 20, and then he's got 600 odd wickets, and for him to actually come down, make me understand, put in that kind of belief, it talks a lot. He doesn't talk too much of technique, but it's so much of the mind and tactics that they talk about. So me, Samarth, and actually even Suchit go a very long way back. We started playing, I think, in the under 13s as well. It's been great because I remember these conversations with Sam, and we would say, bro, we should play Ranji Trophy together. We should make our debut on the same game or on the same season. And say about 7-8 years later, funnily we did make our debut in the same game. I was very excited when I got picked for the SRH. The vibe that this team has is really good. I'm happy to be here with a team where I know I'm going to be a part of that crew that's going to be putting this kind of pressure on other teams.